Hey, this is Ryan Witt, defense attorney here in Washington State. This video is going to be about whether you can stay out of jail on a second DUI or if going to jail is going to be somewhat inevitable. So if this topic is of interest to you, make sure you subscribe and stick around. Okay, so I know if you're watching this video, this is a high stress time because maybe you just bailed out of jail, you're getting ready for your arraignment that's coming up the next court day. So maybe you're looking around online and you've stumbled upon the DUI sentencing grid here in Washington State. And that'll tell you if you've got a DUI and you have a prior inside of 7 years, what the mandatory minimum sanctions will be. And it's 30 days followed by 60 days of electronic home monitoring, or 45 days in jail, followed by 90 days of electronic home monitoring. Now, hear me again, that 30 and 45, those are in custody, and that is the minimum, meaning the court can only go up from there. So either way you cut that, that's a tremendous amount of time in jail. Or maybe you've been to your arraignment, you got to spend 5 or 10 seconds with a public defender and they thrust some paperwork at you. Same thing, it's got the DUI sentencing grid, and this is all becoming very real. And it does appear, if there is a finding of guilt, that is the minimum in jail that you're going to do. So you have to be scratching your head thinking, oh my gosh, I have a wife and family, I have kids, I have a job, I have clearances, there's things that this is going to be a real impact on my life. The first DUI was kind of a slap on the wrist. Now this is the real deal. What am I going to do? Now keep in mind what I'm about to say, this comes with like 500 caveats, okay? Because Washington is different from every other state, and then usually all the counties in Washington are different from all the other counties. So make sure you drill down on these issues with a good local defense attorney. But again, just expressing all the number of caveats I'm saying here. But it's not necessary that you're going to have to go to jail on this second DUI. There are some other ways, possibilities around it, okay? Number one, some of the counties in Washington will have therapeutic courts. It could be a veterans court or a mental health court. We practice here in Kitsap County. I happen to know that a DUI isn't an automatic decline from consideration for those courts. So if there is maybe service-related injury or PTSD or things that could be, a conduit from, to get into veterans court or some type of mental health court, it's a possibility. Another possibility is doing a deferred prosecution. That's something created by our legislature in Washington. It's a very structured creation, I guess. The treatment is all the same. It's a format you basically follow. 2 years of treatment, a lot of treatment, followed by graduating into 3 years of sobriety. That can also be another way where you don't go to jail. With any case, there's inherent potential issues where law enforcement doesn't do the most clean, investigation, but it's rare. There can always be those, that the lightning strikes once out of however many times where, the trooper just forgets to file that report. That's rare. Your other two things are much more realistic, I guess, in the everyday world of these types of cases in and out of the courtroom. So, but again, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to do the 30 days or you have to do the 45 days if some of these other options are available to you. So if this topic was of interest and you'd like more info on similar criminal defense issues, drop that question in our comments and we'll do our best to either respond to it or just maybe do another video that answers your question. So we do really enjoy doing these videos, and if there's something you'd like, for us to put out, go ahead and let us know and we'll do our very best. And it helps us get more content out like this if you like and subscribe. Thank you.